EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance on the move to his left. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now, first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Watson on 3rd down. This goes out wide for Mixon. No gain on the play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Thomas. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown. Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Lance now on 1st down. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double.
On 1st down, Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Tighten down. There you go. Mike 56. 56. I got you.
Switch gears.
No. Off. What?
Working from the gun, Lance. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Thomas. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Danny.
From the 27, Lance. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Get ready. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, 49ers 7. Gonzalez sets their kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Back. Check.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Check nine, check nine.
From the gun on third down, Lance escaping the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on second down, Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Check Mike, check Mike. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm trying to collect.
And Lance now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Shift, shift.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there, 56. Three buzz. 56 the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Shift. Alert 3. 36. Hey, watch edge.
Now Lance. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
52, slam.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Mostert. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Brought down by Nate Gehring. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Smith here. Touchdown, Carolina. Shi Smith, 43 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Panthers 31, 49ers 7. Zane Gonzalez sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Thomas. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's caught. Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
What is that? 19! 49! Kill!
Watson now to throw.
Watch twist!
He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 7. Zane Gonzalez sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
52 blaster. 6 mega.
on 2nd and 7. Lance. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Hines. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Lance looking to throw it. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check 26, check 26. 57 the mic. 57 Larry. Let's get this ball. Let's go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
First down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, check 24. Watch alert.
Now Joe Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Watson airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
49, guys.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was taken down by Reuben Buster. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now a play fake. Lance. Found his target. It's Anderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Get in the weight room. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Ran, cycle.
Here's Lance to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This is Hines. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
56 to Mike. 56.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Second and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 90 is a Mike.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 90 is a
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But based on the last two play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to go up top again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Carolina, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.